friends. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 64. इस टॉपिक को मैं नाम दे रहा हूँ, कुछ नाम दे रहा हूँ. आई विल गिव यू सम एग्जाम्पल फॉर different type of DFAs. The name of this type of DFA are compound DFA. Compound DFA. Question number with the example. Question number 64. Construct a minimal DFA. Construct the minimal DFA that accept a language over alphabet A comma B each string contain number of A's divisible by 2 and number of B's divisible by 2. Clear? This question also can return number of A's is even and number of B's even. There are four questions involved. First, number of A's and B's. First question, both are even A's and even B's. This is the first question. Second, even A, odd B. Third question, odd A and even B. Fourth, both are odd. Number of A's are odd and number of B's are odd. Clear? The DFA almost same, but final states are different. We will do first question with the complete process. After that, we see what is the shortcut for that. Okay. This question contain two questions. Number of A's divisible by 2 and number of B's divisible by 2. Make separate DFA. After that, combine these two DFA. First, number of A's divisible by 2 or even Q0 A Q1 A. Any number of B's, any number of B's. This is the DFA for number of A's divisible by 2. Second DFA, number of B's divisible by 2. Number of B's divisible by 2. What is the DFA for that? Q2 this is the B, this is Q3, this is B. Any number of A's, any number of A's. This is for number of B's divisible by 2. Now, make the compound DFA for that. How many number of states in first DFA? Q0 and Q1. In second DFA, Q2 and Q3. What are the number of states in compound DFA? Q0, Q2, Q0, Q3, Q1, Q2, Q1, Q3. These are the 4 states in compound DFA. What are the transitions? We will see later. Which one is minimum state? Sorry, which one is initial state? Where? Q0 and Q2. This one is the initial state. Which one is final? This is also final because we are doing AND. Okay. Now, find out the transition. This is the Q0 and Q2. Okay. This is initial and final. Now, find out the transition on Q0 and Q2. Q0 on A, Q0 on A, Q1. Q2 on A, Q2 on A, Q2. Now, the transition on Q0, Q2, the transition of A on Q0, Q2 is Q1, Q2. This state, Q1, Q2. This is the Q1, Q2. The transition of A is this. Now, find out the transition of B on Q0 and Q2. What is the transition of B on Q0? Q0. What is the transition of B on Q2? Q3. On Q0, Q2, what is the transition of B on Q0, Q3? This is the Q0, Q3 state. This is the transition of B. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Clear? Clear? Now, find out the transition on Q1, Q2. Q1, Q2. Q1 on A, Q1 on A, Q0. Q2 on A, Q2. Q1, Q2 on A goes to Q0, Q2. This is the transition. Now, find the transition. Q1, Q2 on B, Q1 on B, Q1, Q2 on B, Q3. Then the transition of B on Q1, Q2 is goes to, sorry, this one is 3. Q2 on B is Q3. Q1, Q3. Now, this is the Q1, Q3. The transition on Q1, Q2 of B is Q1, Q3. Now, find out the transitions of Q0, Q3. Q0 on A, Q3 on A, Q3 on A. Q0 on A, Q1, Q3 on A, Q3, Q0, Q3 on A, Q1, Q3. Clear? Now find the transition of B, Q0, Q3. Q0 on B, Q0. Q3 on B, Q2. Now Q0, Q3 on B goes to Q0, Q2. Clear? Next, find out the transitions of Q1, Q3. Q1, Q3. Do fast. Yes. See. Q1 on A, Q3 on A, Q1 on A, Q0, Q3 on A, Q3, Q1, Q3 on A, Q0, Q3. This is the transition of A. Now find out the Q1, Q3 on B. Q1 on B, Q1 on B, Q1, Q3 on B, Q2, Q1, Q3 on B, Q1, Q2. This is the DFA for the language where each string contains number of A's divisible by 2 and listen carefully, and number of B's divisible by 2. Divisible by 2. It means number of A's are even and number of B's are even. Check any string A, B. It is accepted by this DFA or not? A, B, accepted. A, B, accepted. There are number of A's are even and number of B's are even. Please note down this. Check. Have you any query? We have done this question. Check. Clear? Okay. Now come to the second question. Number of A's are even and number of B's are odd. Number of A's are even and number of B's are odd. Means second question. So what is the change in this DFA? Number of B's are odd. It means this one is final. This one is final. In final DFA, which state is final? Where Q0, Q3. Q0, Q3 is final. Q0, Q3 is final. Q0, Q3. Q0, Q3. This is the final state. This is the final state. For second question, Q0, Q3 is final state. Q0, Q3 is final state. Number of A's are even and number of B's are odd. For example, A, B, A. Check this string is accepted or not. A, B, A accepted. Single B is accepted. Clear? So this is for second question. This is for second question. Clear? Check. Try to do the third question. Try to do second question. Sorry, third question. Number of A's odd and number of B's are even. Number of A's odd and number of B's even. See, what are the changes? Number of A's are odd and number of B's are even. The final state will be changed. Which one is final? Q1 and Q2. Q1 and Q2. This one is final. Q1 and Q2. This is the final state. For question number 3, Q1 and Q2. Q1 and Q2. This one is final. This is for question 3. Q1 and Q2. Number of A's are odd and number of B's are even. Check. A double B. A, B, B. Accepted. This is for question number 3. Clear? Do fast question number 4. Try to do question number 4. Okay, now check. What are the changes? Number of A's and number of B's are odd. The final state will be changed. Which one is final? Q1 and Q3 is the final. Q1 and Q3 is the final. This is the final. This is the final. This is for question number 4. Now check. AB is accepted or not? AB or BA is accepted or not? Both string contain number of A's are odd and number of B's are odd. B, A accepted. A, B accepted. Clear? 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 Good. Now, there is a small change in the question. Again, instead of and, we use or. Or. Construct the minimal DFA that accept a language over alphabet A comma B string contain number of A's are even and or number of B's are even, number of A's even or number of B's odd, number of A's odd and or number of B's even, number of A's odd or number of B's odd. Clear? Now check first question. Skeleton is same, DFA is same, but different final states are possible in this question. Now check. What are the final states? Check for first question. Number of A's even and number of B's even. These are final states. In case of OR, this is also final. This one is also final. This one is also final. This is not final. 3 states are final. Either number of A's are even or number of B's are even. These 3 states are final. Q0, Q2, Q0, Q3, Q1, Q2. These 3 states are final for first question. For first question. Now check. AAB. Number of A's are even, but number of B's are odd. AAB is accepted. Clear? This is the case when we use or instead of and. Clear? First case. Now for second case. Number of A's even and number of B's odd. Number of B's odd. What are the final states for this? In case of number of B's odd, this one is final. Then this is final. This is final. This is not final. This is final. These three states are final. Q0, Q2. In case of second question, this one. Q0, Q3. Q1, Q3. These three states are final. When we use number of A's are even or number of B's are odd. Clear? Try to do third and fourth question. Okay. In case of number of A's are odd and number of B's are odd. Check which are final. Number of A's odd. This is number of A's odd and this is number of B's even. Which one is which are final states? This one is final. This is not final. This one is final and this one is final. Clear? This is final Q0, Q2, Q1, Q2 also final, Q1, Q3 is final. In case of number of A's odd or number of B's are even. Clear? Next, both are odd. Both odd. Either number of A's are odd or number of B's are odd. Which one is final? Q1, Q3. Q1, Q3 final, Q1, Q2 final and Q0, Q3 is final. But this is not final. This is not final. Clear? This is not final. These three states are final. In case of fourth question. Clear? Check. Okay. Next question. Question number 65. Construct minimal DFA that accept language over the alphabet A, B, where each string contain number of A's divisible by to end number of B's divisible by 3. Please try to do this question. Have you done this question? No? Chal. Okay. Let us see. Number of A's divisible by 2 end. Number of B's divisible by 3. Number of A's divisible by 2. Q0. A Q1. This is the number of A's divisible by 2. Now, number of B's divisible by 3. Q0. There are also many questions are possible. Number of A's divisible by 2 and 3. Number of number of A's are odd and number of B's are divisible by 3. Too many questions are possible. See the basics. Q2, B, 1B, Q3, 2B, Q4. This is the number of B's divisible by 3. Okay. Now, make the compound DFA. How many number of states in compound DFA? Check. Q0, Q2, Q0, Q3, Q0, Q4, Q1, Q2, Q1, Q3, Q1, Q4. These are the number of states in compound DFA. Clear? This is the initial state and this is also final for given question. Clear? Are you getting my point? Now, how many number of states? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the 6 states. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is initial and this one is final. What is the name of this state? Q0, Q2. Okay. Now, find out the transitions on Q0, Q2. Q0 on A, Q1. Q2 on A, Q2. What is the transition on on A of state Q0, Q2? Q1, Q2. So this is the Q1, Q2. Q1, Q2. Clear? Now, what is the transition on B? Q0 on B, Q0, Q2 on B, Q2 on B, Q3, Q3, Q0, Q2 on B, Q0, Q3. This is the Q0, Q3. Sir, why you can choose this is the Q0, Q3? You can also choose this one, yaar, Q0, Q3. No problem. Now, find the transition on Q1, Q2. Q1, Q2. Q1 on A, Q1 on A, Q0, Q1, Q2 on A, Q2, Q1, Q2 on A, Q0, Q2, Q0, Q2, Q0, Q2, Q1 on A, Q0, Q2 on A, Q2, Q0. Q1, Q2 on B. Q1 on B, Q1, Q2 on B, Q3, Q1, Q2 on B, Q1, Q3, Q1, Q3. This one is Q1, Q3. This is the B. Okay. Now check on Q0, Q3, Q0, Q3. Q0 on A, Q1, Q3 on A, Q3, Q0, Q3 on A, Q1, Q3, Q1, Q3. Next, Q0, Q3 on B, Q0 on B, Q0, Q3 on B, Q4, Q0, Q3 on B, Q0, Q4, Q0, Q4. This is a Q0, Q4. Sorry. Okay. Q0, Q3 on B. Clear? Now, this still have two transition. This have two transition. This have two transition. Now, take Q1, Q3. Q1, Q3. Q1 on A, Q1, Q3 on A. Q1 on A, Q0. Q3 on A, Q3. Q1, Q3 on A, Q0, Q3. Q0, Q3. Q1, Q3 on B. On B. On B. On B. Q1 on B. Q1 on B. Q1. Q3 on B. Q4. Q1, Q3 on B. Q1, Q4. Which one is Q1, Q4? This is the Q1, Q4. Q1, Q4. B. Now, we have left only two states. Q0, Q4. Q0 on A, Q1. Q4 on A, Q4. Q1, Q4. Q0 on A, Q1, Q4. What about the B? Q0, Q4 on B. Q0 on B, Q0. Q4 on B, Q2. Q0, Q2. Q0, Q2. Q0, Q2. This is on B. Now we have left only one state. Q1, Q4. Q1, Q4. Q1, Q4. Q1 on A. Q1 on A. Q0, Q4 on A, Q4, Q04. This is the A. What about the B? Q1, Q4 on B. Q1 on B, Q1, Q4 on B, Q2, Q1, Q2, Q1, Q2. This is the B. Sorry. Check this is correct or not. Take one string A triple B. Number of A's divisible by 2 and number of B's divisible by 3. Okay. A, B, B, B. Accepted. Clear?